Assalamualaikum and a very good morning, everyone. Today is 18 December 2020. Welcome to my class today. We are going to do some writing exercise on English paper 2, section C, question 2. Okay, so exercise 1, we have three pictures here, which means we will do 3 paragraphs. And then each paragraph we will have to refer to the pictures and the words given. Okay, for the first one, let's discuss the pictures first. So in the picture number 1, as you can see, there's a boy who is cycling, and then he is looking at the other direction, in which there are many people who are crowding a car. Okay, so boleh tengok kat sini, budak lelaki ni sedang cycling, and then dia ternampak ada a crowd. Crowd tu maksudnya ada ramai orang berkumpul lah. Okay, number 2, this is picture number 2. Picture number 2 is a man. This is a man telling the boy, okay, this is the boy A, katalah nama dia A, ataupun Amir, Azam macam tu So this is the boy, he is talking to this man, and then this man is telling the boy about the incident. Something had happened, something that telah terjadi. Apa yang telah terjadi, ada accident lah. Okay, kalau kita tengok dekat sini, a little girl was involved in the accident, and maybe the car hit the girl on her way home. Okay, so number 3, this is picture number 3. We can see that the boy, this is the boy is watching when the man carry the girl and then put her into the car's back seat, letak dalam bahagian belakang kereta. Okay, and then we can see that the girl is injured, sedang punya lutut macam berdarah, cedera lah. Okay, let's look at words in picture number 1. The first one is way, maksudnya dalam perjalanan. On his way, on my way, okay, dalam perjalanan. Visit, melawat. Uncle, pakcik. Crowded, okay, crowd ni tadilah crowd, maksudnya berkumpul, ada nampak orang berkumpul. So we can say that the place was crowded. Tempat itu crowded, tempat itu ramai orang berkumpul. Okay, next one is traffic. Traffic lights. Okay, traffic light ni bersambung dua perkataan tapi sekali lah. Traffic lights and then uncle's house. So maybe we can say that the accident happened at the traffic light. Sebab kita tengok kat sini ada traffic light, ada dua kan. So mungkin kita boleh kata dia terjadi dekat traffic light lah, depan rumah uncle atau berdekatan dengan rumah uncle. Okay, number 2, stop, berhenti. Happen, apa yang terjadi. Okay, so we can say that the boy stopped. Dia berhentilah lepas dia nampak the crowd, then he stopped and then he asked what happened. Ditanya apa terjadi. Pedestrian adalah, siapa ingat? Pejalan kaki. Okay, pedestrian, pejalan kaki. So girl, so mungkin the girl was a pedestrian. Dia adalah pejalan kaki, dia sedang berjalan untuk melintas, to cross the road, and then suddenly probably a car knocked her down. Okay, knock down tu maksudnya macam langgar lah. Okay, knock tu macam langgar, down tu macam jatuh. Okay, so crossing, crossing tadi melintas. Okay, so melintas. Number 3, picture number 3, the first word is injured. Cedera. Driver carried. Carried tadilah carry, daripada dia carried adalah past tense untuk carry. Carry maksudnya membawa atau mengangkat. And then into, carried the girl into. Sent, and then sent the girl to the hospital. Okay, send, hantar. Into, carry into the car, and then send her to the hospital. Okay, so now we're going to do the exercise. So I will erase this first. Okay, so for paragraph 1, we will do some writing. The first one, we are going to talk about the picture 1, in which the first word is way. Oops. Okay, the first word is way. So we can say that okay, so cerita ni kita dah tengok ada crowded, ada happened, ada stop, happened, knocked down, semua ada ed. Okay, so kalau ada ed, it means that it is in past tense. So the story is in past tense. We should start a past tense story with a period of time, dengan masa. So for example, okay, untuk perenggan 1 mesti ada perenggan lah. Mesti ada perenggan dekat sini. Okay, awak tak payah buat anak-anak, cuma masuk dalam sikit. Okay, kemudian last, kita akan mula dengan Last. Tulisan ni tak cantik sangat, jadi awak pandai-pandai lah tulis. Okay, last week Azam, okay, sedang dalam perjalanan. Okay, sedang was on, kalau dalam perjalanan on his way to, okay, ke mana? Tadi kata visit, untuk melawat uncle. So to visit his uncle in, kat mana? Katalah in Kota, you can change the place whenever you want. Kota Kemuning. Okay, so last week Azam was on his way to visit his uncle in Kota Kemuning. Okay, so kita dah guna three words in one sentence. And then crowded traffic lights uncle house. This one we can use it in another sentence. Second sentence, kita buat pendek je, tak perlu panjang-panjang. Okay, so crowded. So macam mana dia on his way, and then kita boleh tambah satu ayat sebelum dia nampak situasi accident ni, we can see that we can add one more sentences. What is he riding? Dia tengah dalam perjalanan tu, dia guna apa? Okay, so he was riding a bike alone. Okay, tambah sikit lah. Tambahlah sedikit detail ataupun sedikit macam nak kata benda yang khusus untuk berdasarkan gambar tu. So we can see that he was riding a bike alone. So we can see that. And then suddenly he was riding the bike alone when he saw the accident happen. So suddenly, bila dia tengah ride the bike, and then suddenly he saw. Okay, so kat sini crowded traffic light. So he can saw that people, a crowd at the traffic light. Okay, so we have another sentence, another phrase, which is uncle's house. Awak boleh juga sambung, or you can do it in another sentence. But in this case, since it's just one phrase, dia kalau kita nak buat ayat lain pun dia macam tak banyak nak elaborate, nak panjangkan the sentence. So we can just include in the previous sentence. Suddenly he saw people crowded at the traffic light. Katalah berdekatan ataupun in front of, depan kan, in front of his uncle's house. Okay, done. So that one is easy. So this one is paragraph 1. Tulis dalam paragraph 1. Now we are going to go to paragraph 2. Untuk perenggan 2 boleh langkau, tak nak langkau pun boleh. Okay, satu perenggan. So I'm going to erase the paragraph 1 first. So I have space. Tak apalah, tak erase pun tak apa kot. I think I still have space for paragraph 2. Okay, so please copy down paragraph 1. So paragraph 2, the first word is stop. Okay, so tadi dekat paragraph 1 kita dah kata dia nampak. Dia baru nampak lah. So kat paragraph 2 kita cakap dia berhenti. Okay, so Azam stop. Okay, dia cakap dia berhenti. And then dia tanya. Happen ni masa jadi tau. Dia kena tanya dulu. So tanya apa? And what is tanya in English? And asked what, tak nak lah. And ask, dia tanya siapa dulu. Okay, dia tanya siapa apa yang terjadi. Bukan dia tanya apa yang terjadi kepada siapa. Ask a man what had happened. Apa yang telah terjadi. Had tu untuk past tense juga lah. What had happened. Full stop. Okay. So we can say that the pedestrian ni pejalan kaki. So boleh kata lelaki yang ditanya tadi ni adalah pejalan kaki. Tak semestinya budak perempuan tu adalah pejalan kaki. Okay. So the pedestrian okay, so pejalan kaki tadi bagi tahulah. Bagi tahu apa in English? Bagi tahu. Tell. Okay, so past tense of tell, told. The pedestrian told Azam that a girl a girl, okay, maksudnya ada seorang budak perempuan, a girl was, okay, telah knocked down, telah macam dilanggar lah, okay, knocked down. Okay, kalau macam ni, situasi ni is a was were, walaupun dia is a was were, dia kena ed. Okay, sebab maksud dia berlainan. Dia tak boleh dia kena kata sini telah dilanggar, bukan telah melanggar. So okay, so the girl was knocked down, telah dilanggar, was knocked down. Okay, apa yang langgar dia? Okay, kalau kat sini kita boleh nampak kereta lah. So by a car. Okay, lepas tu crossing, so melintas, so dia kena langgar semasa, while crossing the road. Okay, so adalah sebab kenapa dia kata the accident happened at the traffic lights, because you have to stop atau you should stop at a traffic light. Awak patut berhenti, kereta patut berhenti dekat traffic light kalau traffic light merah, dan pejalan kaki pun kena berhati-hati untuk melintas kalau dekat traffic light. Jadi adalah ni kesalahan, sama ada the driver's fault or the girl's fault that caused the accident, sebab dia tidak berhenti pada traffic light. Okay, dia tidak mematuhi arahan jalan raya lah kesimpulannya. Okay, so the third paragraph macam biasa masuk dalam perenggan baru. Boleh langkah satu, tak nak langkah pun tak apa. Okay, so the first word is injured. Injured, cedera. So kita boleh terus masuk terus cerita dia straight away. The girl atau the little girl, tak ada masalah. The girl was kita nak kata, awak boleh kata dia injured dekat mana. Katalah injured at her legs, ataupun injured her knees, macam tu. Ataupun kita boleh kata sama ada dia cedera dengan berat atau cedera ringan. Okay, kalau kita tengok at the picture, tak adalah sampai dia terbaring atas jalan, tak ada orang boleh angkat kan. Kalau cedera berat, you cannot pick up the person, tak boleh angkat. Okay, sebab takut tulang patah. Okay, so kalau gambar dia angkat, maksudnya cedera ringan lah, boleh angkat, dia masih sedarkan diri. If you can see, as you can see in the picture, macam budak perempuan tu macam masih sedarkan sendiri lah. Okay, still conscious. Okay, so the girl was lightly injured, maksudnya injured ringan, cedera ringan, was lightly injured. Okay, so awak boleh juga beritahu dia injured tu dekat mana, bahagian mana, which is, if you can see in the picture, it's on her knees lah, both of her knees. Okay, so next the driver. The driver, maksudnya yang membawa kereta tadi mesti ada the, tak boleh terus driver. The driver carried her, okay, angkat dia, bawa dia into the masuk dekat mana? Bahagian belakang kereta. Kalau bahagian belakang kereta panggil into the back seat of the car. Okay, he sent hospital. So hantar pergi hospital. So last kali mestilah dia hantar pergi hospital kan. So he sent the girl to the hospital. Okay, full stop. So that's all. Itu sahaja, kita dah siap 3 perenggan. Awak boleh juga tambah, kalau nak tambah bawah ni, we can say that Azam, mungkin dia nampak tu dia rasa kesian atau dia rasa terkejut. Okay, so mesti ada pengajaran dalam cerita ni. Kita tambah sikit lah pengajaran untuk perenggan ketiga. So last sekali, awak boleh sambung perenggan 3 tapi Miss tak muat, jadi Miss akan tulis dekat sini. Okay, so Azam, kita boleh kata dia rasa kesian lah. So rasa kesian adalah felt sorry for the girl. Dia rasa kesian for the girl. Felt sorry for the girl. Felt sorry to the girl. Tu pun boleh. Okay, itulah. Felt sorry to the girl. Okay, full stop. He Okay, jadi kalau dia nampak accident to happen in front of his eyes, so he must learn something. Dia mesti belajar sesuatu. Dia mesti ambil pengajaran daripada perkara yang berlaku. So, he promised. Okay, dia berjanji. Biasalah kalau kita dah belajar sesuatu, kita dah nak belajar daripada kesilapan, so kita janji kita akan buat lagi, ataupun janji untuk, kalau dalam kes ni, berjanji to be more careful in the future, ataupun to be more careful when crossing the road. Itu yang lebih spesifik, lebih khusus. Okay, dia janji untuk to promise to be more careful on the road. Berhati-hati bila berada di atas jalan raya. Tak kisahlah nak melintas ke, nak jalan straight ke. Okay, you have to be careful on the road. Okay, so that's all. Itu sahaja. Nak tambah lagi pun boleh juga. Awak boleh kata ditambah. Kemudian he continued his way to his uncle's house, but that's not relevant, and we only have 80 to 100 words. Kita hanya ada 80 hingga 100 perkataan. So lepas awak salin sampai perenggan 3, tolong kira berapa perkataan and then tulis dekat bahagian bawah dalam kurungan. Okay, katalah awak dapat katalah Miss dah kira, Miss dapat 90 words. Okay, katalah. So you have to count your own words, kira sendiri, and then tulis dekat bahagian bawah dalam kurungan. Okay, so that's all. I hope that you may have that you can understand what we have written so far, and then please write it in your essay book. Kalau tak ada buku essay, boleh tulis dalam buku any E1 or E2, E1 or E2. Okay, so please write the day and date. Miss lupa nak tulis tarikh awal pagi tadi, awal-awal tadi. So today is Friday. And then 18 December. Okay, that's all. Please submit your work to me personally and I will mark it and then give you marks. Thank you very much. Bye-bye.